Hey guys, Sayako here, and after yesterday, I wanted to go off a little side tangent. Now I'm still going to do my papyrus theory video, and I'm still going to do my DT theory video, but I decided that I wanted to do a random theory video today, and it is a ship video. I'm not going to tell you who it is, at least not yet. But I will give hints. And the first hint is, and you guys are probably going to figure it out with this one hint, but I'm going to tell you anyway. These two are about as polar opposite as you can get. One is positive, one is negative. And that's your first hint for now. Before we get into the video, though, I wanted, for one, to apologize. And you guys are probably going to think I'm crazy. You guys probably think I'm crazy anyway. Hell, you watch my theory videos, so you're all crazy too. But no, yesterday, when I did my Chara Frisk reincarnation theory video, I got really emotional because of the subject, the sensitivity. It dredged up a lot of bad memories for me, and I was not ready for that. I did not know that theory, that theory was going to do that. And like I said yesterday, I'm not usually emotional by nature. I actually have a very, very bad habit of keeping all of my emotions as far under lock and key as possible. I don't like to show emotion. So, for any of you guys that watched that theory video yesterday, I wanted to apologize for getting emotional and almost having a complete and total breakdown on camera, which is why after I finished the theory, I kind of quit where I left it where it was, because I was not doing good. And I feel like I'm still kind of not. As you can probably tell by my voice. But I am here to turn that around. And like I said, I'm still going to do my papyrus theory and my DT theory, but I wanted to do a random theory video today. Like I said, it's a ship video. It's a ship theory. But before I get into the theory, I think you guys are going to like this one. I like to do weird random theories on occasion. But I was playing with Discord yesterday. And I will say this, my laptop bit the dust yesterday after I did my Frisk and Chara theory. I think it was karma. I don't know. Maybe it was just karma for me bottling up my emotions. I don't know. But my laptop took a shit on me. So I'm going to have to get another laptop. But that's beside the point. You guys don't care about that. And if you do, well, you're sympathetic. And thank you. But no, my laptop took a crap on me. So yeah, I'm going to have to get another laptop. But anyway, what I was saying was I was playing with my Discord server yesterday, and I added a bunch of new little channels and things like that. I'm still trying to get used to Discord. I'm on a friend's Discord server 99% of the time. I barely ever pay attention to mine. But I'm on a friend's Discord server more often than I'm on my own. So I was like, well, I have this Discord server, so I might as well make good use out of it. So I made like a bunch of different channels on it. And I think you guys are going to like this. I also made a completely separate theory server. So if you guys have theories, since I don't always remember to enable the comments, if you guys have like any kind of theory that you guys want me to do on my Discord server, and my Discord server is Chaotic Nightmare Goddess on Discord. There's another server on there that was actually one of my backgrounds on my laptop before my laptop died on me, and it's of Kitten from my Reaper Tail theory video. And it is a theory server. You guys can go onto the theory server and you guys can, it could be like random theory. Let's see, I'm trying to remember what kind of theories. There's AU theories, there's end of the world theories. I think there's random theories on there. But if you guys go on to the theory server and you put in like which theory you want me to do, that would be easier for me to keep track of than trying to do it in the comments. Because like I said, I don't always remember to enable the comments, and it frustrates me even though I try to remember to do it. I try to remember to do it when I'm uploading the video, but I don't always because it slips my mind. So yeah, I think that would be a lot easier to do. Ugh. Also, on my Chaotic Nightmare Goddess server on Discord, among the different text channels, I think you guys are going to like this one. There is one on there called Fuck Everything, I'm Done. And it is a rant and rave / vent channel. It's just like you guys have something that you want to get off your chest, or you just want to scream about, or if it's somebody, or it can be anything. Fuck It, I'm Done is just basically you going in and just metaphorically just hitting the wall, just kicking and screaming and metaphorically throwing things. But I wanted, and like I said, there's other channels on there. There is and I'm glad I remembered this, there is a sub milestone reward channel on there. And I am going to pose a challenge, okay? And I am going to put a time limit on it. But if I can get 100 subs by Halloween, I will do on my Discord server, on my Chaotic Nightmare Goddess Discord server, because I'll have another computer by then. I'm actually getting another one in a couple weeks. So, Ghost, leave her be now. Ghost is after Inari, and I can't stand when she does it. But Ghost is my sister's pit bull, for those of you who don't know. Ghost! Cats and dogs, man, I swear. The only smart one is my sister's little Chihuahua Tinkerbell, who's sleeping right there next to me. But no, I have a sub-milestone reward channel on my Chaotic Nightmare Goddess Discord server. And like I was saying, if I can get 100 subs by Halloween, I will get on my Discord server and I will do a live Q&A. So any questions that you guys have that you want to ask me in the milestone reward channel, and I will answer them if we get 100 subs. Now, if we hit the 100 sub milestone by Halloween, I will double it to see if we could get 300 by Christmas. And every time we hit the milestone, I'll double it again. And every time we hit it, there'll be a reward for it. And if I run out of ideas, which I'm... Come on, Ghost. Quit. Sorry, guys. That was my sister's pit bull. She thinks she's a lapdog, and she's not. She's a good dog, though. Pain in the butt, though she is. But anyway, every time we hit the milestone, and like I said, I am eventually going to run out of ideas. So, quit, Ghost. If, or when, I don't want to sound pessimistic, even though that's what I'm used to, but every time we hit the milestone, there will be a reward, whether it's Q&A or whether it's a certain game you guys want me to play. And if I happen to run out of ideas, you guys will get to pick the next reward. So say we hit the 100 subs and I do the Q&A. If I cannot think of anything else after that, I will make another channel that's like the milestone reward channel, but you guys get to pick what the reward is going to be. So, there's your challenge. If we can hit 100 subs by Halloween, I will do a live Q&A on my Discord server. You guys can leave the questions that you want to ask in the sub milestone reward channel on my Chaotic Nightmare Goddess Discord server, and I will answer them. It can be any question. There's no question that's off limits, and I will answer it. Okay? So, that's out there. But yeah, any question you guys want to ask, it's like it's a Q&A get to know kind of thing. So if there's any question that you guys want to ask, it's not going to be off limits. I will answer the question. Like I said, I will do it live. Like I will go live on my Discord server and I will go through the questions. I will do shout outs and you guys can ask me anything you want. There will be no holds barred. There will be no off limit question. You guys can ask anything you want. So, that being said, there's a challenge. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can get 100 subs by Halloween. If we can, then I want to see if we can hit 300 by Christmas. And then if we do, you guys get to pick the reward for the 300 sub milestone. So there we go. Now, if we hit 300 by Halloween, I don't know what I'm going to do. I will still do the Q&A. Yes. We'll still do the Q&A. But then you guys get to pick for the next one. And like I said, every time we hit the milestone, I'll double it. So say we do get 300 subs by Halloween. I'll double it, see if we can get 600 by Christmas. And you guys get to pick the reward. So, there we go. There's the challenge. But yeah, after yesterday, I decided that I wanted to do something a bit more randomized. And I will get to my Papyrus Theory video and I will get to my DT Theory video. I just haven't worked all the bugs out of them yet. I will get to them. I promise I'll get to them. I just haven't gotten to them yet. I was going to try to do my Papyrus Theory video today. Excuse me. And I still might. I don't know. I don't know if I can work enough of the bugs out for it to make sense. But we'll see. But yeah, after yesterday, oh my god. After yesterday, we need some randomization. So, time for the theory video. Because I've been running my mouth for 14 minutes and we haven't gotten freaking anywhere. But yeah, if you guys like the content, like, comment, and subscribe. And like I said, I have like a sub server on my Discord server for theory. So if you guys like have any theories that you want me to do, you can leave them there in the theory server. And then you can go check out my Chaotic Nightmare Goddess Discord server and have fun. Go nuts. You know, there's tons of different channels in there you guys can get into. Like I said, there's the I'm fucking done rant and rave channel that you guys can just go nuts with. So, yeah. So, theory time. Here we go. So, I gave you guys one clue. And I'm pretty sure you've probably figured it out by now. But if you haven't figured it out by now, I'm going to tell you who the ship theory is about. It's about ink and error. Yes. The two biggest polar opposites in the entirety of the multiverse. It's ink and error. And for those of you who were probably thinking I was going to say Sans and Red, if you guys want me to, I will do a custard ship theory video too. If you guys want me to, I will do custard ship theory. Because I love the ships. They're adorable. I love the ships. They are so fucking cute. Don't judge me. I don't judge anybody who loves the ships, okay? I don't. I have mad respect for people who love the ship videos, the theories, all of it. But this particular random theory is about ink and error. And I say this is a theory because I want to focus on how the two of them met. Now, I'm pretty sure that there's lots of different ways, like Error's a destroyer, Ink's a creator. They're naturally bound to fight. It's like freaking cats and dogs. Sorry, my sister's pit bull keeps staring out the window for whatever reason, I don't know, but she's gonna look out the window. Yeah, one creates, one destroys. They're gonna cross paths and they're gonna kick each other's bony asses left and right all over the place. But I don't think they met by fighting. I really, really don't. I think even before their paths were, I don't want to say chosen, but I think, hang on a minute, be right back. Sorry guys, I had to stop my sister's dog from chasing my cat Nori. But anyway, I don't think they met through fighting. I don't think they like randomly crossed paths and they figured out which one was which and they just started kicking each other's asses. I don't think that's how that happened. And by ship rules, I do think they are in love with each other. I do. I think they love the shit out of each other, despite the fact that Error, for all of his negativity, says that he can't stand ink. I do honestly think that they love each other, which is fucking adorable. Just like, say, Killer and Nightmare. And I will do a theory about that. Just not right now, because that's not what we're doing. We're doing ink and error. Or, let's see, what are their nicknames? Let's see. Error, or Ink's nickname for, well, Ink's two nicknames that I know of for Error is Glitchy and Ruru. And I like Ruru, so we're gonna stick with Ruru, because Ruru is adorable. I love Ruru. Ruru is adorable. And then Ink, or Error's nicknames for Ink is Squid, because when he gets nervous or he shows some emotion or whatever triggers him to do it, he pukes black ink. Okay, that's just what he does. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't think anybody really knows what triggers ink to throw up, but he fucking throws up on occasion. But yeah, Error's nicknames for Ink is Squid and Inky. So it's Inky and Ruru. So those are the nicknames that we're gonna stick with for the sake of the theories. Inky and Ruru. And they're fucking adorable nicknames. Seriously, they are. They're fucking cute. But anyway, like I said, I don't think they, like, once they knew what their paths were going to be, I don't think they just randomly crossed paths and just started whooping each other's asses. I don't think that's how that happened. I think they knew each other even way before that. And that is what this theory is going to focus on. I also think they loved each other even before they started to fight. And I will get into that. So, I don't think they were really young when they met, but I don't think they were quite adults. Let's say they were like teenagers, okay? 17, maybe 18, I don't know. Let's just say they were young, but they weren't like really young, okay? Let's just say they were like about 18 or so. So they were adults, they just weren't like older adults. And I think and I'm gonna kind of go out on a limb here and say this. I think this is before whatever happened to Errors AU happened to it. Because I've heard that Gino became Error. Like, Error has a backstory. Gino, at one time before Error became Error, Error was Gino. I have heard that. But I don't know. Like, I don't know enough. I don't even know how Gino could have even become Error. And we're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus on the Ink and Error ship. So, and like I said, I think this was like way before something ever happened to Errors AU. So we're going to stick to the fact that Error has basically just always been Error. You know, Error Tail. There you go. And I think Ink and Error met, like I said, before the destruction of Errors AU. I don't know how, but I think this is what I think. You guys have seen my freaking theory videos enough to know that you guys know how my brain works by now, and this is just how my brain operates. Work with me. Okay, here we go. So I think I do this a lot. Oh my god, my brain. Okay. I'm being giggly. I do this. I get giggly when I'm on camera. Okay? I get giggly when I'm on camera. But I don't think Ink and Error originally started out as enemies. In fact, I actually think they were friends before they okay, I'll back up a little bit. I think they were friends and became lovers, and then something happened. They got separated. They fought like cats and dogs, and then somehow something triggered, and they're like, fuck, we know each other. So this is basically my Ink and Error theory, okay? Hear me out. So I think that before whatever happened at Errors AU happened, Errors AU was still in existence. Okay? And he still had his brother and all that. So I think Ink had gotten into some sort of a fight. I don't know with who, you know. This might be a theory and it might be a random theory, but not even I have all the answers, okay? Don't look at me like that. But no, I think Ink had gotten into a fight with somebody. It could have been like another destroyer or something. I don't know. We're not going to dive into that. We're just going to start here. I think Ink got into a fight. And I think Ink got hurt. And he popped into the closest AU that he could think of, which at the time was Errors. Okay. So Error found him, of course. Error. I want to think that there were times, despite his haplophobia, which I think I pronounced that correctly, which is a rare, from what I understand of it, it's a really rare disorder where you can't stand to be touched. And Error, he cannot stand to be touched. But the only reason he tolerates it from Ink is because he's accustomed to Ink's touch. Okay, there we go. That's all I'm saying about it. So, like I said, I think Ink got injured in a fight. He took off to the closest AU that he could think of, which was Error's. Error was out for, I don't know, could have been a walk or whatever. And he found Ink. It's kind of like a fanfic that I wrote. Never mind. Never mind. Ignore me. But Error found him. Error took him home, of course. And okay. I'm also gonna tie into this. All right. I don't think Ink was always emotionless either. Okay, we're doing 2 theories. Let's go. Let's go. My brain's working. My brain is functioning partially today. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. I don't think Ink was always emotionless. I think at one time Ink had natural emotions. He didn't need vials to be able to portray emotion. I think Ink had emotions at one time. And I think this fight might have had something to do with him losing his emotions. Because whatever he was fighting, it wasn't like I don't think it was normal. I don't think it was like a normal... sorry guys. I don't think it was like a normal fight. I think he got into a fight with some kind of a being or some kind of a creature that drained his emotions to the point where he could not get them back. Okay? And yeah, this is going to be a weird theory, so but I do weird theories, okay? This is random theory day, all right? So this is what we're doing. This is random theory day. This is what we're doing. But I think Ink got into a fight with some kind of a creature that hurt him, not just like physically, but like it somehow or another, it took his emotions. And when Error found him, Ink he looked dead because he had like no, like he didn't have his highlights. He didn't have like no emotion whatsoever. And this is also why I think he pukes black ink. Randomly. Here we go. I think that this fight, I think for him to lose his emotions, I think his soul, and also, oh my god, this is turning into one hell of a theory, guys. You guys, I'm spoiling all of you. This is turning into one hell of a theory. I also, prior to this fight, this had to be one hell of a creature. I don't even know what this creature is. I also think at one time Error had a soul. So this one random theory has just sparked into like 3 or 4 other different theories, and we're gonna throw them all into one video. So hold on to your butts, hang on tight, here we fucking go. So whatever this creature was that Ink had been fighting, it injured him so bad that it destroyed his soul. And I think his emotions were tied to his soul. I don't know why my voice cracked, but it did. We are ignoring it. his emotions were tied to his soul. Like, everything was tied to his soul. And when his soul was destroyed, that basically kind of destroyed him, but it didn't kill him. And that sounds really weird because, I mean, you destroy the soul, the monster turns to dust. I don't think that's the case with Ink. I think Ink, like, like classic, like, Undertale songs, Ink is a very, very, very special, unique kind of monster. He's a unique kind of sans. But having Ink's soul destroyed, it didn't kill him. It very, very badly injured him, yes, but it didn't kill him. Something, and I mean, if you think in terms of like the creators and the destroyers, if you kind of think of them in terms of like, I don't know, gods or something, you technically can't kill them. I mean, you can, but you can't. So Ink's soul is gone. Like, Ink's soul has been destroyed. There's no bringing it back. So Ink finds his way into Error's AU, and it's the last time he can do it, at least for a while. Because when his soul was destroyed, he lost his emotions, he lost his magic, he lost everything. So he finds his way into Error's AU. Error finds him. And he's, like I said, he looks dead because he has like no highlights, no nothing. He just looks dead. Error naturally glitches and freaks out because he thinks the love of his life is gone. He thinks he's dead. The only thing that keeps Error from having a really, really bad breakdown is the fact that Ink is not dusting. Ink hasn't turned to dust. And Error doesn't stop to question why. He just grabs him, picks him up, and takes him home. Well, Error kind of, Error does what he can. He brings him food, he keeps an eye on him, he nurses him back to health. But then Error notices that Ink's soul is gone. And Error finds it odd. It's like, Ink's soul is gone, why isn't he dead? Kind of thing. But sometimes there are some consequences that are worse than death. And in Ink's case, he lost his emotions. He lost his soul. He lost the ability to feel anything. And I think it kind of also damaged his mind, which is why, like, in some, like, weird random videos that I watch, like, Error will pop up in front of Ink. It's like, hey, Error. And Error's like, what the hell do you want now, Glitchy? Or Squid, whatever. And then Ink will start to say something, and it's like, I forgot. So I think whatever this thing was, I mean, no pun intended, okay? No pun intended. But Ink kind of got screwed all the way around here. Like, it destroyed his soul, it destroyed his emotions, it screwed with his head. So Error did what he could. Error nursed him back to health, but without Ink's soul, there really wasn't a lot that Error could do for him. Like, Error couldn't give him another soul. And Ink couldn't create one for himself because that's not how Ink's role in the multiverse works. Ink's role in the
Launching Spotify Music to play Error.
Okay. My sister's TV is stupid. I had the TV turned off. I don't know why that's a thing. But my sister's TV is retarded. My sister's TV is so stupid. Smart TV, my ass. I like stupid TV. Anyway, that's not what Ink's role in the multiverse is. Ink can create other AUs, but Ink can even heal himself using Broomy in battle. But the one limitation that Ink's power has, Ink's abilities do not give him the ability to resurrect a soul or resurrect AUs. Those are the only limitations that Ink's power has. Ink can create AUs all day, and of course, Era can go right along behind him and destroy them. But he can't resurrect AUs that have been destroyed, and he can't recreate his own soul. Again, this is a theory video, okay, guys? Hear me out. So, Ink is healthy again for the most part. Like, he struggles. And he still doesn't have a way to convey emotions, which worries Era. Because, I'm sure Era was showing all kinds of emotions to Ink, but Ink could not convey them back. So, out of desperation, Ink goes to Dream, to the Star Sanzas. And he's begging Dream for help. Dream, in turn, comes up with the vial idea. If you guys have seen any videos with Ink in it, the sash that Ink wears around his, it crosses his chest. The vials that Ink carries, they're paint. Because, Ink's a creator. Ink paints. He creates things. Those vials are substitute emotions. I'm trying to think what red is love, I think. Red is either anger or red is love. I think it's love. Pink, I'm not even going to get into what pink is. But you guys have an idea probably of what pink is. And then you have happiness, sadness, things like that. But Ink has to maintain a schedule with the paint vials. He has to take them within a certain time frame, or whatever emotions he had before he starts to lose them. And when he completely loses his emotions, he becomes catatonic and he goes almost dead. So, out of desperation and out of fear, Ink goes to Dream. Or Era goes to Dream, my bad. And Era is begging Dream for help. And between Era and Dream comes up with the idea of the vials. But he has to remind Era, he tells Era that Ink has to be on a really, really strict schedule with the vials. He has to take them at the same time. If he fails to do it, the vials, they're invalid. They won't work. Because he has to take them consistently the same time every day, like fucking medicine. Imagine having to take medicine for emotions. Oh yeah, I do. It's called depression. Okay? I guess in reality there is kind of a fucking... There's... never mind. You guys aren't here for me to talk about that. But yeah, apparently for some humans, there actually is there's equivalent to Ink's emotional paint vials. Anyway, moving on. But yeah, so Ink... I'm not talking about Ink right now. We're talking about Era. So Era takes the vials, and he goes back to Ink. And he starts to... he basically force feeds the vials to Ink, and slowly Ink starts to regain his emotions. But that does not... Just because it gives him emotions, it doesn't give him the ability to feel like a soul would. Like, the emotions, they're not even, I don't want to say that they're not real, but the emotions that the paint gives him, they're finite. I mean, they can only last for so long before the vials have to be replenished at one point. Well, I think eventually Ink just kind of reaches a point to where for a little while he just gives up. He's tired of taking the vials. He doesn't want to have to go through. Basically, in his own head, he's like, if I can't have natural emotions, I don't want emotions at all. So whether he keeps the vials and just doesn't take them, or he just, I don't know, he gets rid of the vials somehow. Don't know. Well, he takes off, much to Error's dismay, because Ink and Error had gotten really close at this point, and they were trying to have a life together, and it just, like, Ink just bolts, like, for seemingly no reason. But I think Ink had his own reasons for leaving, and it had nothing to do with Error. I think the reason that Ink left was due to the fact that I think in Ink's own head, he wanted Error to love him naturally, and he felt that the vials were not natural, they weren't normal. So with Ink in his own mind being unable to naturally express emotion, he felt like Error wouldn't love him the same. Like, the love that Error felt for him would be about as fake as the vials, as the emotions that he had to drink to be able to feel something. Or it could have very well been the other way around. Whatever love that Ink felt for Error, maybe in his own head, Ink felt that his love for Error wasn't real. It wasn't. It was basically love in a vial, pretty much. Like, there was no realism to it. It was something he had to do, and he felt that if he couldn't love Error naturally and normally, then maybe in Ink's own mind, maybe he thought Error was better off without him, and he just took off. Well, years and years go by. Error's AU collapses, which somehow or another Error ends up in the anti-void, and with the voices and everything, he slowly starts to go insane, and then he becomes basically the Error we all know and love now, which is the Destroyer. Like, he sees the AUs, like, not as a thing of beauty, but he sees them as abominations. And even then, I don't think Error has anything personally against the AUs, but Error is basically in his own head throwing a fit like a damn 2-year-old, basically saying, if my AU can't exist, neither can yours. If I can't have what I want, you're not going to get what you want. So that's basically Error's way of thinking in a nutshell. So by then, all these years go by. Error's path is chosen, Ink's path is chosen. Error's the destroyer, Ink's the creator. One destroys, one creates. And I think at one point, Ink and Error do cross paths again. They would have to, eventually. Otherwise, how are they going to not kick each other's asses? I think, and I think this is the way that they cross paths. And this actually could have been how they cross paths again. I don't know. Like I said, this is a weird random theory that popped into my head, so this is what we're doing. I think that Error had just destroyed an AU that Ink had created. Ink went looking for the culprit to see what the hell happened. because of course in the doodle sphere, it just doesn't double as a doodle sphere. It's more, I would like to think of the doodle sphere for ink as also like a massive CCTV kind of thing. Like if something happens in one of the AUs, like there will be an alarm, kind of like an alarm that goes off to alert ink saying, hey, something is up, you need to go check this out. And I think that's basically what happened. I think ink was in the doodle sphere, keeping an eye on the AUs, keeping an eye on the multiverse, maintaining the balance like he was, like he's meant to do. And then Error comes in, completely obliterates one of the AUs. Ink goes to see what the hell happened, because the AUs just don't spontaneously vanish like that. And he sees Error. And I don't know how this could have triggered Ink, but it did. And something in his mind, I think, kind of switched. And he calls Error's name. Well, Error doesn't respond at first. Error's too busy living it up and gloating at the fact that he just wrecked an entire AU and he don't give a shit. So Ink tries again. Error still doesn't respond. So then I think Ink calls him by his nickname. He calls him Ruru. And that triggered Error. Error knew that nickname. And there was only one person that could have known that nickname, because that person gave him that nickname, and it was Inky. And he's like, and I don't think he even turned around then at first. I think he was like, that's not possible. Ink's gone. Ink's been gone for years. And I think when Error finally did turn around, he saw Ink standing there, but it wasn't the same Ink that he knew and remembered. This Ink was, he still had the emotionless issue. He still had to maintain the vials, and I think over the years he did do that. I think after he came out of his initial concept of I'm better off, or Error's better off without me because I can't love him naturally kind of thing. I think the two of them seeing each other, and then whatever initial fight they got into, obviously, Ink is not going to let the fact go. Ink is not going to let go of the fact that Error, former lover or not, just destroyed one of the AUs he worked his little bony ass off to create. He's not going to let that go. And I think the two of them got into a fight, and something happened, and it turned Error overly aggressive. And he probably would have killed Error if Error hadn't have reached out and said, I would like to imagine something along the lines of, Inky, stop, this isn't you. And it snapped him out of it. It brought him out of it. And Ink's like, what the fuck is going on? So, while I do think that they do have their fights, like I said, Ink's a creator, Error's a destroyer. They're going to fight. That is basically their job. That is how they maintain the balance of the multiverse. They fight. That, in a nutshell, that is what they're meant to do. They fight, and when they're not trying to kill each other, the fucking two biggest polar opposites in the entirety of the multiverse are fucking like rabbits. That's how you get PJ, or Jammy. That's how you get Pallet. That's how you get all of the fucking kids. But I do think that one of their primary roles to help maintain the balance of the multiverse is they have to fight. And while I don't think Error goes after the original based AUs, he does go after the copies. He knows that destroying the original AUs, it could very well physically hurt Ink, and he doesn't want to do that. But he will go after like the sub copies of the AUs. Like whenever like one of the Frisks or one of the Charas does a reset, which creates another timeline and another version of the same AU, that is the one Arrow will go after. He will not go after the original. He goes after the sub variations. And of course, to maintain the balance, Ink has to go after him, and then they have their fight. But it's okay. It's okay, sorry. It's okay in the end. It works, you know. They get to maintain the balance. They get to have their fights. And then they get to go home and have mad crazy sex with each other. I told you this was a shit video. What do you expect? But yeah, this one was kind of long. Oh my god, this is almost an hour long. Holy shit. So this one's going to take a little while to upload, guys. But this was my little weird random ship video. And as always, if you guys like the content, like, comment, and subscribe, of course. Always, you guys are always more than welcome to. Hit the little notification bell. And if you guys have, like I said, if you guys have theories that you want me to do, I do have a sub-server on my Discord server. It's Chaotic Nightmare Goddess. I do have a sub-server called Theories. Go to that server and then just, like, there's theory categories. So whatever theory that you guys want me to do, go to the sub-server, throw it in whatever category you guys want, and then I will do my shout-outs, and I will do the theories. Like I said, if we do hit 100 subs by Halloween, I will do a live Q&A on Discord. If you go to, and I said this in the beginning, but I want to say it again. If you go to the sub milestone reward channel on my Chaotic Nightmare Goddess Discord server, put your questions there, and if we reach 100 subs by Halloween, I will do a live Q&A, and I will sit and I will answer the questions. Whatever questions you guys have. Like I said, there's not going to be any question that's off limits. You guys can ask whatever you want. And I will do shout-outs, and I will answer the questions in a live Q&A on my Discord server. But we have to reach 100 subs by Halloween. And like I said, if we do reach the 100 subs by Halloween, I will double the sub reward to 300 by Christmas. And if we hit 300 subs by Christmas, you guys will get to pick the reward for the next batch. But I'm going to leave this video here. That was my weird little Ink and Error ship random theory video. Like I said, if you guys like it, like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys want to go check out my Discord server, it is Chaotic Nightmare Goddess. And like I said, I do have a sub-server for theories. And I will see you guys in the next segment. Bye!